Anyway, my name is Martin Dannenberg. We're here in support of saving GED testing in New York State. Okay, and I thank all these wonderful people, from different countries who have come here today. Most of these people need a GED. Some of them are teachers and staff members. What countries are you from?
You said about the
That's
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Mexico.
Morocco. Ecuador. Anybody from Haiti? Haiti, yes. We do have. Yeah, we have people. Listen, this GED test is so important to the entire state, and is so vital to the city of New York. This is what we must do in the future. I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, hardly anybody, 1 out of 100 people need a GED, earn it in the state of New York. Less than 1 out of 100 in the city of New York, right? So we have to change that. When immigrants come here, in the first year they have to earn a GED. I know some of you have been here for many years, and you're saying, hey, I have to get a GED. No, in the first year you earn your GED, and I want to thank the Union Settlement because they have GED in English, Spanish, and French. That's the way it's supposed to be. So there's a crisis right now because of the budget. And hopefully it'll be resolved, but on July 1st, if it's not resolved, the potential exists for the whole testing system to implode. Now I've seen that happen already out in Long Island where I live, in a different way. In Long Island, the people who were doing the testing, a couple of people, decided they wanted more money. They weren't paid more money. So that town stopped the testing. That school stopped the testing. As a result, I believe we've had more violence in Brentwood, more crime, the youth are getting out of control, and now the FBI is in that community trying to control gang activities and other things that are going on. So this is what the people in the state of New York have to look out for. And I'm talking about the people in Albany. I'm talking about the regions. I'm talking about the governor's office. Okay? Whether you're conservative, if you're from Staten Island, and you're conservative, if you're liberal, and you're from New York City, take this into account. First of all, we want to lower the money that's being spent by government. We want to preserve the money that's being spent because there's not that much of it. There's a budget crisis. We want to invest it in something that's going to pay off to help people get out of welfare, to get away from gangs, to get away from drugs, to get away from mental health issues. So we have to mobilize all these people that are having problems with the GED, and we haven't been doing it really for 40 years. Okay, this has been the real truth. The numbers are there for the last 40 years, okay? So we want to double the number of diplomas across the state of New York, across the nation, in fact. Now, there's one thing that I was on the phone yesterday with the White House, and this is what we're going to try to do to protect the GED system. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to try to do. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm going to explain it to you. There has only been a maximum of $3.9 million for GED testing. That's all. Right now, I think they're saying that they're going to only have $2.4 million in the budget. That's a huge reduction of $1.5 billion, okay, which will have a huge impact all over the state. Now, a little known fact that some of you know about GED is this. We were using in New York State federal money for GED testing until 2007. Okay? We were using $2.1 million of federal money. The federal government told New York, no, you cannot do that. So finally, when Elliott Spitzer became governor, it stopped, and the state had to put that $2.1 million difference into GED testing. So what we're going to do through the Congressman's office and Senator Schumer's office is ask them to go to Washington, go to the people, find out how that decision was made about not using the money for GED testing, and put at least some of that money that goes to the preparation into GED testing, because what good is the preparation without the testing? You gotta have the test. Now we could find alternate ways of raising money, but if we could do that between now and July, and really I contacted Senator Schumer's office, I spoke with the Office of Congressman Israel today, that might be the solution. And believe me, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I didn't have any solution in mind. Okay? Now there is a potential solution. I just hope we can find out if it's possible. And it makes sense. It really makes sense, because in those days, you know, the governments had more money. Now we have a crisis. So just like with all the other stimulus packages that you've heard about, related to cars, related to homes, to the banks, to Wall Street, the GED needs a big stimulus now.
Yeah,
And
now.
And that's not going to go to effect. That needs to go all the way to Puerto Rico. All right? Puerto Rico needs to get that too. Okay? So anyway, we have over here the brother of Grandmaster J. Jam Master J. Legend in music and rap, okay? And you know that he passed on. Okay, you're gonna find out so in a moment, okay? But you know, there's a tie-in between not enough people earning the GED when they're very young, and a lot of the violence that takes place in our society. If we had invested, for example, in not just police protection, but in GED for many more people, you know, we'd be able to work the streets. Okay? So Marvin Thompson's here. Address this issue of the dropouts, about the industry that we know, okay? And we thank him very much for coming down.
Yay!
Thank Marty for inviting me down here. My name is Robert Jackson. I'm the CEO of the Jam Master J Foundation for You. And with Marty's influence as far as the GED program and myself, you know, we're working together. The kids that get GED programs get their GED can also get a college scholarship to go to school. That's what I'm working on. High school, 17, 18 years old, that's going to go to college. I'll be able to help them with college scholarship program. My brother Jam Master J, the DJ from Run DMC, that was murdered into an old chew in the studio a couple years, back 8 years ago. For those that, ain't sure who he is. I started a foundation on his memory, as far as helping kids with education, younger kids with sports, activities, kids that want to get in the music business. I also inspire, help them with that. I'm also working on a CD project, doing, a tribute CD for him. Jam Master J tribute 8 years later, for all that. Education, I feel like when I was in high school, I just told Marty I had dropped out for a year. But, my mom's a school teacher, and that was kind of like awkward. I'm home all day, she's going to work. So I had to go back to school and get my high school diploma. In fact, that I was the oldest child. My sister graduated, my brother graduated, and some of the people that I do know today that still dropping out of school, don't have no GED, they can't take a city test. Like, I showed them, all the city tests, all the tests now that they asking for BAs and AAs. Before they was telling you need a high school diploma, now you need a college degree. You get a regular sanitation job practically now. So education, I'll tell the kids like this: if you want to drop out, come get a GED. Don't just sit home and watch TV or play the video games, or either just hang out with your boys in the corners and get in trouble. They building jails faster than they building schools in your communities. Know that. It's a blacking up society going on. They get your job. You're a CEO, and they got hamburgers for you and black coffee for you. They got plenty of that. So the budget is going into the prison system. So if we could show the government that we want to go to school and we want to get an education, that they'll stop building prisons in your neighborhood. And out there we would have, decent education that's put on the table for us all. I got little ones coming up too, so I got a 16-year-old. I tell them, yo man, get your grades right, you do anything you want. That's a fact. You got some good grades. You sliding on D's